Okay. Not sure if anybody is going to call on. Oh, Chelsea is. Hi, Chels. Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, I can.
I think that it might just be you and me on today.
Okay. I
How are you
just
doing? I can't see you.
I know, I was just gonna say I don't have my camera on because I'm running around. I have volleyball at 6:30. I lied, 7:30. So I need to leave here at 6:30. So I'm like, I just got home from the park. I'm trying to feed Chase and then go. So I was like, I'm gonna listen, but I'm not gonna do my face.
Oh,
Here
you're
I
totally
am.
good. You're here. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I didn't even really realize. I must have messed up my calendar. I didn't put it on. So
Oh,
here
look
I
at
am.
you being a calendar girl.
Trying. I have
How
too
is
many
your week
things to do.
going?
Work?
How was your week?
Oh, eh. Ah, it's going, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to I don't know, this is being recorded, right? So I'm gonna wait.
You don't have to go too into depth. Yeah.
Yeah, spill the tea later. My week's going great. Just kidding.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes. Well,
Right.
cool that you're getting to volleyball. I don't know. So the way that I'm kind of seeing these calls going, I want to take it in the direction of doing like lift reviews. So I have a YouTube video that I'm going to go through and give critiques to the person that is going through their workout. But moving forward, I know it seems a little daunting to record an entire workout and submit it. But it would be a cool opportunity for us all to throw videos into our chat and we can go through them and figure out where we can improve. So that's kind of what I have planned for today. I don't know, like since you're running around and trying to get ready for volleyball, if you'll be able to look at the screen, but you can definitely listen along because I think it'll still make sense, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, I'll definitely probably have to rewatch it, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to share my screen. And so this video that I picked, I was trying to look for someone that was like a little bit novice. And it's such a cute little video. It's this young girl. I don't know because I don't follow her, but she's going through her workout. It's kind of like cheeky, lots of different sound effects. So I'm gonna skip through to a couple of different parts where she's doing different exercises so that I can give her some critiques because they're probably common mistakes that people are making in the gym. So
It's
hopefully it
just so
helps.
funny that you're doing this because I was literally just thinking about this. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking about the fact of if Sarah saw me doing it this way, is it the right way? I don't know. And
Yeah.
then that's hilarious.
Oh, well, perfect. Yeah, I think this will solve some of that anxiety because obviously remote, it's a little bit hard to I can't give you live feedback, but
Hmm.
it kind of takes the anxiety out of you submitting videos to me. We can watch somebody else and make critiques to them. And
Yeah.
then you can apply those kinds of changes and start to hear me in your head when you're working out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
Cool.
go off camera and off on mute so that you can talk.
Do my thing. Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. I'm gonna share my screen. And also, this is the first time that I've played videos through Zoom. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to hear the audio. There we go. So we'll see. The audio actually might not be that important. This is so freaking cute. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to say is she's setting up for a hip thrust. Not all Smith machines you can do hip thrust on. Sometimes they have guides or locks that prevent you from going low enough with your hip thrust. So before you set up a hip thrust on a Smith machine, check and see without any weight, see if it can go down to the floor or if it stops like by your knees. If it's not lower than your knees, then you can't use a Smith machine for your hip thrust. So hers is fine. This is what I mean by it's a little tricky. Can you hear me okay, Chelsea, on this?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, just checking.
It might be, can you make the video full screen so that I'm not looking at the rest of the things?
A tiny little, yeah. Yep.
Perfect. Because then I can still see your face too, and then the full video.
Okay, good deal. So you'll see like her legs. It's probably an awkward camera angle too, but her legs look like they're not parallel, like they're not even. So you want to make sure that your feet are lined up even on the floor. And then you actually want to make sure that your knees are coming more outward rather than caving in. When they cave in, you hit more of the top of your legs, and we don't want that, right? We're working the glutes. So we want the legs to be outward and create space in between the knees so that we can hit the outside of the butt. All right, so she's gonna keep going on that. And her form actually is pretty good. The most important thing with hip thrusts is to make sure that your core is tight because you need to protect your low back. What often happens is we'll move too much with the hips and not move with the glutes. So you'll see right at the top, I'm going to try to pause at the top. Good, like how she's in this flat line. Her glutes are squeezing at the top, and then her abdomen is all moving down in one line. She does a pretty good job with these. We're going to skip forward. Skip, skip, skip. Okay. Now, this is another variation that you can do hip thrusts if you're programmed for like a Smith machine hip thrust and your Smith machine doesn't work. You can do it with a barbell. It's kind of more of a pain in the butt to set up because you have to get the weights on each side and then lock them in. But she is using a box here. I wouldn't program for you to do both. It doesn't necessarily make sense. It's the same movement, but she is. So she's got a box back here. You can use a box. You can use, I think she moves to this little platform thing. You can also use a bench that you would lay down on for a chest press and put that behind your back. Basically any surface that is about at shoulder level when you're sitting down, you want the bench to hit right by your bra line. Let's see how she does here. And when those clips feel like, or when your weights feel like they're falling off, usually your gym will have clips that you can fit the weight in.
I just fix the position. This is straight here.
She goes. Okay. So she did pretty good with the hip thrusts. All right, so Bulgarian split squats. I don't think that you've had any of these yet, Chels, but with these you just want to use some type of platform. You can use a bench, you can use a box, you can even use a chair if you're doing them at home. But you just want to make sure that you can either lay your foot down flat like she has it, or you can pinch your toe up on the platform. I kind of prefer to put my toe up, like almost like you're kicking into the box, because it gives you a little bit more support and stability. And she's got pretty decent form here. Again, you just want to make sure that you're nice and straight through the core. If we bend too much at any point in the back, your back is going to take the tension. So just make sure that you're keeping your core tight and your abdomen is straight. And these, she's got really good form, but I see this happen a lot in the gym. If your butt is not pushed back, see how she's got this like butt cheek little point here? This makes sure that you're in the glutes. If you drop your pelvis and you feel like the top of your back right here is the farthest back point, then you won't keep the tension in your glutes. So whenever you're doing any type of squat movement, you really have to push your butt far back, like you're reaching for an imaginary chair back here, so that you can keep the tension in the glutes and it doesn't transfer into the back. So again, and she's nice and flat in her core, keeps her abs tight. That's perfect.
Good check.
Cute. Okay, so for lat pull downs, I think she gets to a better spot here.
Squeeze your shoulder blade.
Hmm.
I think that's the first time.
So these are actually not too bad. You just want to make sure when you're driving the bar down, when you're pulling it down, where did we go? That you're pulling it to your chest, almost like your sternum point. Like you don't want to pull it too far low. I see a lot of people pull it almost to like their boobs or like towards their rib cage, and you get over it and your shoulders almost hunch forward. The most important thing is to keep your shoulders far back and away from your ears. So in order to do that, you have to pull the bar right to the sternum. And if it ever feels like you're getting on top of it and trying to push it down instead of pulling it down, then it's probably a little bit too much weight, and I would just back the weight off. Where do we go here? Yeah, so that's pretty good. And just remember, whenever you're doing lat pull downs or even rows, the whole point is the back. So sometimes our arms get so fatigued and tired from this exercise. At first, it's pretty normal, but we don't want to be pulling down the weight with our arms or with our biceps or with our shoulders. We want to think about our back doing the work. So it's almost like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together behind you, like you're pinching a pencil, trying to get the full range in your back. The other thing you can think about is squeezing in your armpits. That helps me a lot. If you think armpits instead of your arms, every time you do back, just think armpits. Squeezing the armpits. Good. And he's going a little bit fast. I would slow that down. There you go. She's doing good. Now, I don't think she's trying to do tricep extensions here. She's reaching really far forward and almost like reaching for letting the weight come all the way up and then pulling it in and then pushing it out. Just keep your elbows locked in right here by your rib cage and just move the arm up and down, right? If we're targeting the triceps, the only thing that we want to feel really predominantly is the triceps. If you reach all the way up and then pull it all the way back, you're not really isolating the triceps. There's too many muscles working. So just keep those arms tucked in. Yeah, she's just doing a little bit too much. Good. And I think this is the last exercise she does. So, her row form isn't bad. You want to make sure that your butt is pushed back far enough. Whoop. Whoop, shoot. Your butt is pushed back far enough so that your abs can be tight and you can make this nice flat surface to stabilize your body while you're pulling the weight in. So again, you're pulling it into the sternum and you're trying to create the tension in your back, not your arms. So you'll think about squeezing in your armpits and pinching the pencil behind in your shoulder blades to make sure that you're actually using those muscles and not just yanking it back and feeling it in your arms. That little pinch right there, she's got it pretty good. Pulling the shoulder blades back, pinching that pencil behind the shoulder blades. Squeeze. Good. And the shoulders want to come up a lot when we're working back. Like we get here because we're stressed out. When our body is stressed out, the shoulders come up. They come into the ears. So just remember, as you're going through your workout, no matter what it is, we want to keep the shoulders down and relaxed to keep the tension out of our neck. And also to make sure that you can reach the right muscles, right? If we're stressed out and keeping our shoulders up, we're going to put all of the tension in our traps right at the top of our neck. And we already get enough tension there from stress. We don't need any more work in those traps. We need to pull it down and keep the tension in the lats, which is right by your back armpit. Oh, I guess this one's the last one. So this one's a reverse fly. Same concept, right? Pulling the shoulder blades together and keeping the tension in the back. Her form actually looks pretty good. You just want to make sure that your chest is supported. And this one's really easy to overload too much weight. If you put a lot of weight on there, your shoulders will come up and you'll feel the burn all right here in your traps. We want to keep trying to pull it low. Keep trying to activate these lats and the rhomboids right here. She's doing good. Okay, maybe this one's the last one. I can't remember. So this is the bent over row. Not bad form here at all. You just want to remember, right, we're targeting the back, but our setup matters. The way that our body is aligned matters. So I would say her alignment is a little bit crazy. The chest is flailed up. We don't have as much straightness in the core, and also her legs are kind of caving in. I would say her boyfriend or whoever this is has better form here, right? He's got nice flatness in his back. His core is tight. His feet are parallel, and then his legs, they're not caving in. When our body gets stressed out, our knees cave in. We don't want to let it. Make sure that you're activating the muscles in your legs and you're using your glutes in this hinge motion to support your bent over position. If we don't use our glutes, we feel it in our back. If you feel it in your back, try to reset yourself. If you keep feeling it in your low back, Just take the weight down. We never want to push through low back pain because that will eventually lead to an injury, and back injuries are not fun. So just take it easy and slow. Make sure that you're feeling it in the right places. And if it feels out of whack, try to reset. If all else fails, take the weight down. Okay. All right, I think these are just her bloopers. So yeah, overall not bad. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it's just bloopers. Overall, not bad at all. Like she wasn't doing anything so crazy that she would hurt herself. Um, just paying attention to how your alignment falls. It's even when you're doing exercises where you're trying to isolate, you still want to make sure that your core is tight and that your legs are not caving in and that your shoulders are not getting too stressed out. It's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things going on all at once. And the more you practice, the more second nature it becomes. You don't have to individually take inventory on all the things that your body is doing. But for now, just try to focus on keeping your core tight, keeping your back straight, keeping your shoulders down and your knees out. I think that is it. Chelsea, if you want to unmute yourself real quick.
Hello.
What did you think about all that?
I was good. The only two that I've done in the gym are the lat pull downs and then that tricep one, which I did it the way that you said it, where I just got it to my middle part and just pulled down. I wasn't like each time pulling it from the top all the way down.
Perfect.
But the other ones are good to know for future.
Okay, cool. Did you have any like specific questions about exercises that you are not sure about?
On my lunges, on my backward lunges that I do on that Smith machine,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't I feel like I always argue with myself on where I'm supposed to be standing, if I'm supposed to like kind of start I feel like the most comfortable for me is I put my feet a little before the bar, like in front of the bar, and kind of
Yeah.
lean back into the bar and then step backwards, but I just don't know. I guess that would be my question.
Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to the Smith machine, pretty much always it is more comfortable to take a step forward because it'll help take pressure off of your knees. And the amount that you need to take step forward is just going to depend on what's comfortable. So, yeah, I would lean into what feels comfortable in your body. Keep stepping forward from your start point. Do you feel any pain when you do your lunges?
Not like bad pain, just like, the normal burn. I will say I think that like right above my knees have
Mhm.
gotten stronger in the past couple weeks doing so much lunges and so many body weight squats.
Mhm.
Um the first week after, because usually with those lunges I just do the bar.
Mhm.
But I think it wasn't this past Saturday, but the Saturday before I put like fives on each side and did that for a couple rounds. And the day after I could feel it like in above my knees, like I was sore there, not like it was injured, just like I was sore, and that was interesting to me.
Good. Yeah, those knees are getting stronger.
Yeah. But no,
Okay.
it doesn't hurt. It's just as it's hard.
Uh, well, it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, just whenever it comes to exercises, I can't remember if I think I said this to Bridget the other day. If I can't stand when there's trainers that are like picking out people and saying there's a right way, there's a wrong way, because realistically, exercises get assigned certain names by somebody, and somebody had to do it their way the first time. So there's no wrong way to do exercises, right? There's safe ways, there's ways to protect your joints and your ligaments, but however you feel to exercise most in your body without causing yourself injury is the right way to do it.
Love that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, do you feel like this format is beneficial? Did you like it?
Yeah, I think that it's good to watch somebody else do it rather than I'm glad it wasn't me.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right, awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in. I am going to release this in our Discord for everybody to watch at a later date, but I appreciate you being my live audience today, and I like
course.
the feedback because this is new and it's different, but I think it will be better than me just giving you example, like showing you how to do an exercise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely beneficial, and I like the ones that, I've already done, and I know I'll probably do the other ones soon, so it's good to know.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome, Charles. Well, good luck at volleyball.
Thank you.
Have an awesome night, and I will talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye, Charles.
Bye.